And too importantly, and a neat little pop pass. Africa look to try and come back in field. Well, that's good refereeing too from Vickers Snell. There's given every opportunity for Western Province to make use of the advantage. There is none. They moved very laterally. So they're going to have a full penalty now, and this is where they've really got to consider the options and the importance of staying in the Zambezi Steelers half of the field. So they'll go the line-out option. We saw it work well with Carl Mulford last time out. He might not be the target again, but it also looked like that Maul had some level of progress.
Well, that's the right decision from the invitational side. The late sack coming in, and it'll be Keegan Michaels, who's missed his jumper criminally. So
yeah, we saw that a little bit earlier too with the Zambezi Steelers too. Just a vital line-out that they had in the Western Province 22 that went awry.
And that's a poor effort from the hooker. He found his jumper the first time round, couldn't replicate it, and it is the Steelers who get to breathe again. Well, they need to conjure up something, do the Zambezi Steelers. They right up against it in the final 9 or so minutes to go in this opening game of the World Schools Festival on day 3. Western Province Invitational have the feed to the scrum, and you just might feel that if they are a little bit more direct, it might yield 5 points for them.
Yeah, they'll want a steady scrum to start with. Then you make it work for them. Then Lyle Miller with the put in. Who can he bring into it? Frochem still standing up there. Darren Yonkers looking to come in from the right wing. Oh, it's a poor pass. And a chance here for Zimbabwe. Now here comes Tabongo Ngonyama. But he's beaten to the ball by Joshua Africa. Oh, back it goes again. A bit of butterfingers we've seen today from these two teams. At this time, it's Lyle Miller. And they've managed to get the possession back. Now, though, Frochem might want to kick it downfield. There's lots of space there. That's also not the worst kick in the world, but well fielded for Zimbabwe. Byron Lamea was the man who's went in, protected the ball. Now Declan Ralphs. Pass is going to come from Chinyanga. They've also got numbers out wide, but they decide to come back in field. Carl Jackson. Hombero. Looked up, saw there was a bit of space. That's a very good kick, but it's not a very good bounce for him, sadly. Which way do they go here? This is Joshua Hubert. Nice play from the centre three-quarter. Still seems to be a reluctance, Gareth Wright, to kick the ball deep down towards the corner flag. These little chip kicks over the top are not working for them. It's providing a counter-attacking opportunity for them. Here comes Lamea. That's good running by the youngster. Excellent running by him. Gets himself into a bit of space. The ball in 2 hands. I'll tell you what, both benches are really standing up. Knowledge Chaira took it in. And also the Zambezi Steelers want to try and find some open space for Matthew Aworo. He's got 2 tries already in this game from the number 8 position. Very talented man, Lamea.
Well, surely they need to come back for the penalty.
They just don't seem to be able to get it out wide. So they're going to have a penalty now, are the Zambezi Steelers. And you know, if you have a look at the clock as well, we've got just over 6 minutes left of this game. Can Tanashi Hombero kick it goal? Or is this going to be a bit too far for him?
Well, a penalised for the high tackle. Byron Lamea has shown some neat touches since entering the fray, and will be Hombero. Now he needs to put in a good touch finder, and unfortunately it's just skittled off the side of his boot. However, they have a line out with about 25 meters from that Western Province Invitational line. Can Declan Ralphs find his jumpers? Well, I tell you what, Gavin, if they win this game, they will be celebrating for days on end, because they've certainly played their part, have the Zambezi Steelers side.
Well, they've got good delivery there from the line out. Some of their passing has been, as I said earlier, a little bit ordinary. And when you're in an attacking position like that, you've got to make sure of your passes. The handling errors perhaps have been their Achilles heel in this match. And this, of course, is their second game of this tournament. Each team, all 20 of them, play 2 matches.
Well, it was a shortened line-out that meant to burn on the outside. You see 4 or 5 players coming into the fray. It was about a 3-on-1 on the outside. And unfortunately, the critical pass didn't go to hand. And you touched on those handling errors, 12 of them by the Zambezi fellas, the Steelers, to Western Province Invitational, who've conceded the 8.
Now it's another kick downfield. Bounce favourable for the Steelers. But a very, very good tackle on that occasion from Aneli Madoli. Chris Duffield onto Declan Ralphs. Good running by the hooker. Excellent running by the hooker. He's got it into a really good position. Western Province not rolling away, but the referee says play on. Now they've got numbers and they've butchered it again. Well, they've only got themselves to blame for not scoring more tries.
Well, they're our worst enemies if they don't win this game. They had a gilt edge opportunity early on from the line-out, another one a few moments ago, and they have certainly thrown a woeful pass to the replacement prop forward. Just needed to go to hand, and it's an absolute shocker at the feet of the replacement prop's hands.
Well, we certainly couldn't have started the day with a more exciting match in terms of the scoreline. 33 points to 30. The lead has changed hands on a number of occasions. We've only got 3.5 minutes left of this match. Can somebody win it?
Well, you talked about the tactical appreciation of the game. There we see Western Province Invitation just running the ball out over the whitewash on the sideline and affording this Steelers side another opportunity to run at them.
Another line out goes awry. Well, now Mikel Frog says, just hold it, guys. Well, he wanted the ball to kick it downfield, and instead it's taken quickly by Lyle Miller. And they were not back 10 meters, so he has an opportunity to kick it down towards the corner flag or kick it goal. He's got the wind at his back and he's kicking for the corner. Wastes no time. Not a bad effort.
Well, this will be the last spin of the dice for this Western Province Invitational side. From the tap penalty, not back 10 meters. Bayers was the man who was heavily in the action. Unfortunately, that was the initial advantage that went towards this Invitational side for the Steelers, just flopping over their feet at the breakdown.
Well, the short line out, but there's a free kick here to the Zambezi Steelers. It might have been for numbers in the line out. Although it's determined by Western Province, of course, it was their throw in. Still, maybe just didn't go 5 meters.
They've got numbers to burn on the outside if they can free them up, Gavin.
Oh, 1 or 2 big fellows to help carry as well. We haven't seen enough of their big number 8, Awaru, in the second half.
Well, it's another handling error, but they'll come back for a penalty for a high tackle on Awaru. Now they have to tap and go. There's no point in going to the line out. The line out just hasn't functioned, and Hombira decides to do just that.
Well, the answer, give it to the biggest man. See how far he can progress. Not a bad effort that as well. Muzungeza. And it's held up there. And that's great play by Western Province Invitation. That just might be a winning effort from them.
Well, just the carriage into contact was very poor. He was too high. That allowed this Invitational side to wrap their arms around him, and a turnover of possession. Now they want to slow this down as much as possible. Just hoik it into touch when time is up. And some pensive looking coaching staff down here in front of us from this Western Province Invitational side. They don't want to concede possession.
Joshua Joubert. Straight down the middle. I tell you, you can't tell a schoolboy anything. He wants to play ball. He wants to keep going. And we see there, what, 15 seconds left of this game. They've just got to keep it amongst their forwards. And when the time comes, Vrachom's just got to make sure he belts it into touch. But whether or not that message will be understood by the youngsters on the field, who knows? But it's a turnover, and a very important one too. And the Zimbabweans and Western Province Invitation 15 spread across the field defensively. Ombero onto Carl Jackson. That ball's gone backwards, says the referee, but it's also turned over. So back in Western Province's hands. Kick it out is the question, or the point, and Mikhail Vrachom says, okay, we'll do just that, and we'll win this game by 3 points.
Well, what a great effort by this Western Province Invitational side, bouncing back from their defeat on day one. They've come up trumps against a spirited Zambezi Steelers side, and they've run out victorious in a highly entertaining fixture by putting their Zimbabwean counterparts down by 33 points to 31. A fantastic result for the men from Western Province, and they have certainly played their part in the festivities down here on the third day of the World Schools Festival. So, score confirmation here on the opening day is that the Western Province Invitational side have won this game by 33 points to 30.